No vas a soltarme. No te programaron para eso, ¿verdad?
So ambitious. It made me nervous at the beginning, but the risk paid off. What a feat and a job well done. That is intelligent filmmaking through and through. I love the location. It was just the perfect setting to lead us into creating the tone and the atmosphere as those cries echoed out. And the performance was brilliant and believable. She killed it. Uh, pun not intended. And I thought the robot was really convincing too. The graphics, I fully believed. And I think centering on the question of what love is as the root of humanity, and as the root of purpose was really interesting introspection and made for a great little switch at the ending too.
I think the first person view is a very interesting choice for the first shot. I think with the blown out looks, it gives this feeling of panic, of overwhelmness, yeah, of being overwhelmed. And I thought that was really interesting. And it kind of ended up being exactly what we thought. This woman who basically is in the face of life or death by this robot who is coming to try and kill her, and her basically trying to reason with her, reason with the robot, and being like, you're as human like as they're trying to make you, but can you be as human as you can by, having sympathy, feeling love, feeling forgiveness, all these things. And so, although the robot lets her go, I think it's very interesting how the robot's like, well, I've learned all these things from you, but like now I have to learn hate. I think it's very interesting if this is what you're going for, the parallels between like, robot and human, and how we're saying that like robots can't be like humans, even though we try to make them as human as possible. And one of the main emotions that humans have is hate. So I feel like it's very ironic how the robot ends with being like, oh, well, now I have to learn hate. You should run. You know what I mean? So I thought that was very ironic. I think the VFX were really cool. I think the robot looked really great.
Creepy, and it was cool. Like the beginning made me feel like it was a video game. I thought it had sort of a video game feel, and then the music and everything, and the muffled voice, and just the perspective, walking as if we were the player. So a really cool feel to it. And then, of course, it being about AI, that makes sense. And I just thought it was so relevant. And also the actress had a challenging job because she was basically acting probably to nothing until it was added in later. So really great job on the actress's part to convey that urgency and the desperation and all of that.
There's a lot of world building in a small amount of time and space. Great composite work. The effects were fantastic. Just the whole premise and execution were really strong, including the performances and the writing.
I think that's a really interesting idea and concept of like learning what love is and all of the emotions that kind of go hand in hand with that even if they aren't necessarily like good, fun, happy emotions, but like forgiveness, anger, hate, love, all of those are kind of two sides of the same coin. So that this was like an interesting way of kind of bringing that about, especially because oftentimes when you're talking about something like this, where it's like robots, technology, it's futuristic, it's like clearly some sort of like post-apocalyptic, humanity is in some kind of danger setting. The idea and the concept of love is often brought up, or compassion, or different emotions and things like that. But I really liked how they included the kind of other side of that coin, because I feel like they 100% are connected in some kind of way, and that emotions are really complex. So I really liked this. I thought it was really fun. I thought it was a really interesting kind of setup with only having the human talk so basically the whole entire time until the very end, and really using that to kind of get her point across and like the desperation that she was conveying. I thought it was all really, really believable, but also really got, like I said, the point across, and like really made a strong impact because you could feel that desperation.
It was the camera was the first person. So it was as if you were experiencing all of this. The music was very dramatic and it was really, really awesome. The special effects on this, they did such an incredible job, because the robotic alien and the digital heads-up display that came in, all of those computer graphics were so seamlessly done. I loved it.